Hello, and welcome back. We've got another amazing content pack for you. This one is highly sophisticated. It's so on point. It's so professional feeling, and it draws inspiration from the Hollywood Reporter. Let's dive in and let me show you this. First things first, who is this template best suited for? You guys know we create template packs that are very versatile, so just about anyone can use them. Even if you don't fit that specific niche, you may still need a particular template for a particular purpose. So for that reason, these are technically good for everybody, but they're going to be especially helpful for anyone who creates editorial content. So people like bloggers, article writers, journalists, freelance writers, you name it. If you're running any kind of news website, anything along those lines, it's going to be really helpful for you. Before we get into the actual template pack, let's look at where we're drawing all this inspiration from. The Hollywood Reporter has 1.8 million followers, and they know exactly how to get people's attention, how to get them over and read more content on their actual news site. So let's see where we can pick some inspiration from them and apply that when we're customizing the template. So diving right in, they've got really eye-catching graphics. If we go to something like this, one thing I love that they do is they utilize the caption space, they really tease the information, and they let people know exactly where they can find out more. So these little teasers are going to motivate people to actually go and read more of your content. So that's very good to keep in mind when you go to actually post these templates on your social feeds. You can also see that they have some really clean imagery, big bold headlines, so you can share your information really easily and grab everybody's attention while they're scrolling. So with all this in mind, let's dive in. Let's take a look at these templates and how you can customize them for your own feeds. As I said before, these templates are very sophisticated. I love the professional vibe to these. They're so clean, so chic. I absolutely love them. So let me show you how to customize these and make them work for your brand. The first thing you want to do is, as always, of course, update those colors. Make sure that they are on brand. Add your brand kit. It's going to make it a lot quicker and faster for you to actually adjust everything. Now, in the event that you want to adjust the background color, you want your own image here, you can simply pop in a new color. And then if we go here, we're going to search for a new model. This would obviously be your picture that you want to use. And we simply drag it over. And we can go to edit image. And we're going to use our all-time favorite background remover tool. This tool makes life so much easier for just about anything you do in Canva. If you are doing anything with graphics, you're probably going to use this background remover tool. It's so easy to use. And once that background's been removed, we're going to adjust the image and blend it in. And there you go. It's all behind all of our text. Obviously, this is not a good fit. We got to cut out somebody here. But just for the sake of the example, you can move things around and adjust. You can also adjust your font if you're using a darker background like this to easily adjust everything. Make sure that you change your fonts. For the sake of aesthetics, we've set these up with particular fonts for a reason. So it might be a good idea if you're just looking to adjust slightly, keep it to a similar font. So for these, you might want to keep to a serif font. For these, you might want to do a handwritten font, just one that suits your vibe a little bit better. So keep that in mind as you're customizing. So as you're creating posts for your feed using this template pack, remember the idea is to utilize these as teasers. You want to get people over to actually consume your content. So whether that's a blog, maybe it's a podcast, maybe you want them to buy your book, whatever that may be, you want to tease them. So to give them a little bit of information in these texts that's going to be just enough to pique their curiosity, get them to read the caption, and then in the caption, let them know where they can get the rest of all the juicy information you're about to share. These templates, of course, are going to be so easy for you to adjust. It's really just a matter of thinking of that teaser text that you want to put there. As far as customization goes, I mean, we've already laid these out. They look beautiful. You just need to pop in your own image. Make sure that you're using your own logo. That's going to be really good for brand recognition, especially for your followers that are used to your content. They're going to see that logo, instantly associate the post with you, and it's going to be more likely that they actually consume your content once you've established that relationship. So make sure you're utilizing that. But other than that, you're really just going in, you're going to swap out the pictures, you're swapping out the text, maybe a quick change of the color palette depending on what your brand is. But it's really easy peasy to use. That's what's so great about these templates, is they just make your life so much quicker, so much easier to create content and get traffic over to all of the content that you're creating. A good number of the posts in this template pack are going to be really good for sharing those headlines, the subheads, all that stuff just to tease your audience. But this final template, I love this template pack. I love things that are sophisticated, chic, and pretty. This is, it's so nice to look at. So it's very aesthetically pleasing. It's also going to be that nice little bit of authority boosting as well. So use it too if you want to quote yourself. Maybe you've done an interview with an expert in your field. Make sure that you add either your Instagram handle or your Twitter handle, whatever you may want to do there. And also make sure that you update this little icon. So let's say you are wanting to put your Instagram. What I would do is actually swap out that little icon and make sure that it is cohesive with whichever platform you're on. So we're going to pop this one in here, and just a little trick for sizing. If you want it to be similar, I always line it up so we can see that dotted line is on the top of the little Twitter bird, and we're going to move this up until the bottom matches. So now we know these are the same size. We can swap this out, pop this over, and there you go. So easy peasy. So make sure you update that icon when you're using this one to make sure that it's relevant to the social platform that you are putting your handle in for. And other than that, enjoy the authority boosting effects of this really clean, nice template. All right, the time has come for me to set you free. It's time for you to go off, start customizing this template, start posting it on your social feeds. But before you do that, I don't want you to forget, make sure you sign up for those text alerts. If you don't do that, you might miss when the content drops, and even worse, you might miss when surprise content drops. Surprise content's only available for 48 hours, so that's a very short amount of window, and I don't know about you, but there's no way I would catch it in time if I didn't have a reminder. So sign up for those text alerts, then dive in, start customizing, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial video.